What's up, everybody? It's Ghostbusters. It's Afterlife. It's the sequel to the second Ghostbusters movie. First, a homage, if you will, to the 1984. But obviously, it doesn't even mention any of the events. I think from the 87? No, 89. One of those two. Pretty sure it was 89. Anyway, Ghostbusters 2. Not a lot mentioned inside of it, except the fact that these guys work together. And it's a continuation of what happened years later, but this time it's the grandkids. It is directed by Jason Reitman. Fittingly, inside of this, the kids are taking over now. And this is the same thing. Yeah, this is the grandkids are taking over, but the son is taking over the directing. And it is written by, and you can tell this is a love letter to his childhood and to what his dad created and all of that. And there's a little intro that even says as much. When I don't know if they're going to show it inside of the actual movie when it comes out, but from when the screening that we saw came out, he talked about his love for it, had his dad kind of on his shoulder, kind of telling him certain things, and it was surreal to him. But either way, so the story itself is about something happens. I'm not going to. This is a non-spoiler review. Something happens inside of the Ghostbusters universe. The grandkids now have to find out a little bit more. This is about Egon's grandkids, and so they got to find out more about what Egon was doing. And they go up to this town. They start living in this town, and there's a great cast involved in this. And Carrie Coon from Leftovers plays Egon's daughter, and there's this kind of strange relationship that she's got with him, and got to figure it out as far as why and what happened, and she's kind of down on her luck. She's got her two kids that are played by both Finn Wolfhard and Mckenna Grace. Mckenna Grace steals this movie, 100%. She's fantastic. I loved this kid. I didn't know what the movie was going to be about. I thought right away you just assume because of the roles that Finn Wolfhard, who's very good in this movie also, but you assume that his role is going to be the Stranger Things kind of taking the leadership role. That is not his role inside this. He plays the bigger brother. He certainly helps, but he's trying to be a teenager. He's trying to learn the town, figure it out. And this is about the kids. This is a family movie. Know that going into it. It's not as, there were some moments in the original that was more so for adults. Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. And there are a lot of Easter eggs and nods to the original. If you're not a massive fan of the original, I don't know if you're going to like this one as much. I ran into some friends afterwards that were like, oh my God, it was terrible. I was like, I didn't think it was terrible at all. I fairly enjoyed it. It's not really exciting. There's some fun moments. It's warm. The movie's warm, if that makes sense. It's like there's a lot wrong with it. There's some humor that doesn't land. There's the thing inside of the trailer that with the State Puft Marshmallow Men that are just there. They serve more like Gremlins than they do as far as the Afterlife as what they're there. They're the Gozer connection, and Paul Rudd's great. He plays He's a teacher, a very smart teacher that's put in this town where he has a great scene with Carrie Coon where he's just like, yeah, most of these kids are just dumb. And then he runs into Phoebe, who's played by Mckenna Grace, and they have this kinship, if you will. And I thought Paul Rudd's humor works very well, but there's certain times that some of the jokes don't land. There are fun, you see it in IMDb. There are fun cameos. Again, I don't want to ruin it. I will tell you this. I was not expecting it. I teared up at a particular moment in this movie. When you see it, you'll know. If you're locked into the movie the way I was, then it'll hit. If not, it might just go right over your head and you go, whatever. There's things I want to say about it, but I don't want to spoil it, so I'm going to leave it alone. And maybe once it comes out. But it's something I right away thought my 10-year-old daughter would love this movie. I think that Jason Reitman and Ivan Reitman are building this thing out for a family film, and it hits that way. It's not very scary. There's a lot of cheesy humor inside of the original movie with Rick Moranis jumping around and doing, barking like a dog and things like that. It's a horror comedy, right? And that's ultimately what this is more like a family slight horror comedy. Not really. I mean, there's some. This is more of a family film. And if you're cool with that, I think you'll enjoy it. I dug it. I thought that there's a lot of Easter eggs, and there's a lot of I remember that. That's fun. You might not like it because of that. it was something that I was. Am I going to go back and is it going to become a classic? No. Is it something that I enjoyed watching? Yes. So I'm going to go 3.4 schmoes. How about that? Out of 5. But that's it. That's my review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. How about you guys? What do you think? You going to see this movie? You going to check it out? Do you want to see it? Let me know. Curious. Let's have a conversation. A lot of conversation I've been having on this channel. Thank you. If you're brand new, please subscribe, and you can do that just like this. Just subscribe. And once you do subscribe, hit that little notification button. Do it out. Check out our other shows we got going on here, and that's it. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Peace.